Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com this morning from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. It's an elimination game in the Class 3A 2013 state tournament as the Brush Beat Diggers take on the Lamar Savages. I'm John Beltran as the Beat Diggers are the visiting team for this particular game. Brush yesterday lost to Bayfield 16-2, while Lamar fell to Faith Christian 10-6. So time to get to the Beat Diggers starting lineup for today. Brought to you by Blowdorn Lumber at blowdornlumber.com. You can browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales flyer, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Doesn't matter if you're a contractor, painting your kitchen. At Blowdorn Lumber, you'll get the same friendly service and advice to make your job easier. Friendly place, serious service, Blowdorn Lumber. You can follow us, by the way, on KSIRsports.com, pitch by pitch. Had a little issue yesterday, but we're back up and going today with that level of technology through ESPN's iScore. For the Beat Diggers, batting first is the catcher Alec Peterson. A little bit of a change in the lineup later on. Second is the right fielder Arnoldo Matos Garcia. Batting third is the shortstop Kyle Rosenbrock. First baseman Mitch Tormolen hits fourth. The pitcher Ryan Hirschfeld bats fifth. Tyler Monday, the third baseman, hits sixth. Second baseman Jesus Cardenas bats seventh. Oscar Soto, the DH, hits eighth. And in center field, Nico Guzman bats ninth. Now for Lamar defensively. At first is Kelby Faziato, Darren Cook at second. Jamin Tate is the third baseman. Jake Specht is at short. Around the outfield, Zach Ramsey in left, Kodiak Ratzlaff in center, Casey Faziato in right, Hayden Brenneman behind the plate, and Jordan Jara, a right-hander, is on the mound. And Alec Peterson will step in for the Beat Diggers, who yesterday did strike out in his first at-bat, had more productive at-bats later on. He did reach on a error by the right fielder, Drake Rhodes, in that 16-2 loss. Opening pitch brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, and that is up and away. 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Ball 1 to Peterson, the pitch. And that is over for a strike at the knees with a fastball by the right-hander Jordan Jara. Second time in as many years these teams have met at the state tournament, as last year Lamar defeated Brush 13-3 in an elimination game for Lamar, but not for Brush. And the breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Alec Peterson. The sophomore catcher for the Beat Diggers. Wind and offering, and that breaking ball goes all the way to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson yesterday officially at 0 for 3. 2-2 to Peterson. He's right on top of the plate, trying to protect every inch of it. The stretch and the pitch, and the breaking ball goes behind him. Check that, obviously, out of the windup with the bases empty. 3-2 to Peterson. Look to the team at Valley View Villa for rehab, short-term or long-term care needs. 815 Fremont, or call them 867-8261. And the payoff pitch, and that is low and away, just missed, and Peterson draws a walk. 5 games to be played today at the 3A state tournament. 3 here from Butch Butler Field in Greeley, and 2 from Jackson Field. And 4 of those games are elimination games. The winner of this game will take on La Junta, coming up at 12:30. If Brush wins, we'll have the game right here on 1010 and KSIR.com. There's Arnoldo Matos Garcia. The pitch, and that fastball's up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Freshman yesterday, a bit of a struggle, 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Jordan Jara, the right-hander, stretches, and no throw to first, just a step off. La Junta yesterday beat Holy Family 9-6 and blew an 8-0 lead. Lost to Eaton. Fastball is down and away, and lost to Eaton 14-10. So that's why they've been slotted for the 12:30 game against the winner of this game. At Jackson Field, coming up at 11 this morning, it's Ken Denver against Holy Family. That's an elimination game. The pitch, and that is low with a fastball, 3-0. And then the winner of that game will take on Bayfield, which lost to Faith Christian 9-8. 3-0 to Matos Garcia. And the pitch, and that is in the dirt. Looked like he threw him a breaking ball. 2 walks to begin the game by right-hander Jordan Jara. That'll send up Kyle Rosenbrock. Well, the Beatniggers have had to do nothing at the plate so far. Just wait on pitches. Rosenbrock yesterday took the loss and was 0 for 3 and struck out twice, so very un-Rosenbrock-like, looking to get back on track. Runners take their leads. And the pitch. And that fastball's on the outside corner just above the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Rosenbrock. Peterson at second, Matos Garcia at first. Both were issued walks. The stretch by Jar now. Peyton Brenneman, the catcher, calls time and runs out to the mound. Maybe there was a mix-up in the signals. You've got to win 2 games this weekend in order to move on into the state tournament next weekend. Runners take their leads. No balls, 1 strike to Rosenbrock. Laying down the sun is Brenneman. The stretch by Jordan Jara, the right-hander, and the offering. And the breaking ball is in there for a strike just above bell level. It is 0-2 to Kyle Rosenbrock. Last time he played on this field, he hit a 3-run homer against Eaton in the 6-4 loss in a state championship game. And the 0-2 fastball is outside. Ball 1, strike 2 to the Beatniggers shortstop. Lamar in their white uniforms with the black numerals and lettering and the orange outline. The Beatniggers in their maroon uniforms with the gold lettering and gray pants. The pitch and the breaking ball called strike 3, outside corner, thigh high, and there's 1 down. And Rosenbrock having a very difficult tournament, as he has now struck out 3 times in this tournament. As Tormolen, the first baseman, steps in. Tormolen 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI. The stretch. Jordan Jar looks back, and the pitch swung on and driven into deep right center field. A long run for Kodiak Ratzlaff towards the track, and that ball is up against the fence. Peterson's around third. He will score, and 2/3 is Matos Garcia. It's an RBI double for Mitch Tormolen. Now Garcia to the plate. He's in there. The third, Tormolen slides, and he's safe. It looked like Matos Garcia held up, but he just hesitated, continued to go, and it's a 2-run double for Tormolen. He goes to third on the throw, and the Beatniggers lead 2-0 in the top of the first inning. And Matos Garcia kind of hesitated a little bit, but then took off with the plate, and his speed got him in there. And the Beatniggers have the early lead on that long double by Tormolen, who again advanced to third on the throw. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld looking for his first hit of the state tournament, and that's covering last season as well. Wind and pitch. And the breaking ball is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hirschfeld was a sophomore last year, really struggled. 0 for 17 in 5 games in the state tournament. Yesterday he was 0 for 3. And the pitch, and the breaking ball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Tormolen off of third. Jara winding up with 1 out. And Tormolen taking his lead. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch. And the breaking ball swung on and missed. And he took a swing where he tried to fool the ball. You can't do that. You got to go the other way. On a ball down and away. 2 down for Tyler Monday. Well, Jordan Jara has issued 2 walks and struck out 2. Monday steps in. Wind in the pitch. And the breaking ball is in there for a strike on the outer half, just above the knees. It's 0-1. Monday yesterday was 0 for 2 with a walk. Now Jar starting to find his control. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the bat goes flying towards the Lamar dugout. The count at 0-2. Well, if he can hit the ball as far as he threw the bat, it'll be a base hit. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, a man at third. A 2-run double by Mitch Tormolen has given the Beatniggers the early lead here at Butch Butler Field in Greeley in this Class 3A elimination game. 1 of 4 to be played today, and this is the first of those 4. Monday back in. 1 in the 0-2. Swung on and grounded to third, and off the glove of the third baseman. He picks it up, still has a play. Long throw to first is going to be late. Tormolen scores. The error on Jamin Tate has given the Beat Diggers a 3-0 lead. So the inning is extended for Jesus Cardenas. Cardenas yesterday had a base hit off the starting pitcher for Bayfield, Hunter Funkhauser. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and driven foul, not a play off to the right. Long run there by the first baseman, Faziato, but it's out of play. No balls and one strike. The Beat Diggers have 3 runs and only 1 hit, but they were aided by an error moments ago. No balls and 1 strike to Cardenas. Short lead for Monday, and the pitch. And the breaking ball is lifted into right field. A long run over there by Casey Faziato, but he makes the catch in the gap. And the inning is over. 3 runs on 1 hit. 1 error and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first inning in Greeley. It's brush 3. Lamar is coming to bat. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's get to the starting lineup for the Lamar Savages after the Beat Digger scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Batting first is the center fielder Kodiak Ratzlaff. Second baseman Darren Cook hits second. The shortstop Jake Specht is the third hitter. In the cleanup position is the DH Brett Crampton. Jamin Tate, the third baseman. Well, actually, he's not in the starting lineup here in terms of he's playing third, but batting fifth is Peyton Brenneman for Lamar. Yeah, batting sixth is the first baseman, Kelby Faziato. The left fielder, Zach Ramsey, at seventh. Casey Faziato. In right field, at eighth. And Jordan Jara, the pitcher, bats ninth. For the Beat Diggers defensively, Mitch Tormolen at first. At second is Jesus Cardenas. Over at third is Tyler Monday. In between them at short is Kyle Rosenbrock. In the outfield, Randy Baker's in left. Nico Guzman in center. Out of Noto, Maltos Garcia in right. Behind the plate is Alec Peterson. And Ryan Hirschfeld is on the mound, coming off a complete game 4-hitter in which he struck out 10 against the Rupi Jesuit in a 7-0 victory last Saturday in the district tournament semifinals in Brush. And one thing the Beat Diggers have got to do today is play a lot better defense than they have the last 2 games. They committed 4 errors yesterday and a few more mental errors outside of that, and then 4 errors in their 6-5 victory over Manitou Springs in that district tournament championship game last Saturday from Sunset Baseball Field. So stepping in will be Kodiak Ratzlaff, hitting from the left side for Lamar. Again, you can follow us pitch by pitch. Go to KSIRsports.com. And Ryan Hirschfeld's got a black undershirt on, so he's got to make some adjustments to that undershirt. Apparently, according to the umpires, I don't know exactly. I don't think they're going to make him take it off. But right now they're meeting off to the left of the mound, and it's all about that undershirt. As 2 of the umpires, including the home plate umpire, are out there. Well, maybe it's the glove now. Yeah, so Hirschfeld running towards the dugout, and they'll make the adjustment there. Coming up at 3 o'clock here from Butch Butler Field. It's the only game in the winner's bracket remaining. It'll be Eaton against Faith Christian, as the higher seed was 6-0 yesterday. The number 1 seed, Eaton, defeated Ken Denver 18-3. Number 2 seed, Faith Christian, was a winner over the 7 seed Lamar 10-6. The 3rd seed, Bayfield, beat Brush, the 6th seed 16-2. 4th seed La Hunt over the 5th seed Holy Family 9-6. And then in the second round yesterday, it was Ethan, the top seed of the 4th seed La Junta, 14-10, and the 2nd seed Faith Christian beat the 3rd seed Bayfield 9-8. So Hirschfeld has a new glove now. Had a black glove and black undershirt, now a brown glove and a black undershirt. I guess there's significant differences there. Kodiak Ratzlaff steps in for the left side. The pitch, and the fastball is outside. The Beat Digger scored 3 runs on a 2-run double by Mitch Tormolen and an error plating Tormolen by the third baseman Jamin Tate. Swung on foul back on a fastball in the outer half. The count is leveled at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hirschfeld started 2 games in the state tournament last year, defeating Eaton 3-2 and losing to Lamar 13-3. But that game was 3-3 in the 6th inning before Lamar scored 10 runs. The offering, and the breaking ball is lined into center field for a base hit. A hanging breaking ball thrown by Ryan Hirschfeld, and now Lamar has as many hits as the Beat Diggers did in the first inning, but it is a 3-0 game. And this is where the Beat Diggers have got to play solid defensively, as Darren Cook will now bat. Right-handed hitter for Lamar. B&B Appliance at 502 Ensign in Fort Morgan can help you save water, energy, and the environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better with B&B Appliance. The stretch, short lead at first, and the pitch, and the fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. A few changes made by head coach Mark Muniz for this game. Matos Garcia in right. Randy Baker starting in left. Nico Guzman in center. Basically a brand new outfield. Jesus Cardenas has not played second, I don't think, the entire year, but he certainly can play the position well. And the throw back to first and back in diving was Ratzlaff. He was leaning. Everything the same at first, short, third, and behind the plate. Tormolen, Rosenbach, Monday, and Peterson. 1-0. And the breaking ball is a strike on the outside corner. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike to Darren Cook. 3-0 Brush in the bottom of the first inning. An elimination game in the 2013 Class 3A state tournament. Ratzlaff with a 2-step lead. Throw back to first, and fairly close play over there as the tag was applied by Tormolen, but Ratzlaff is back in. Peterson lays down the sign. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is down and away. Ball 2, strike 1. 2-1. And the pitch is a fastball away. And the count now goes to 3-1. And let's see if we can restore what we've got on I score there. 3 balls and 1 strike. The stretch. Throw back to first, fairly close, but back in diving once again is Ratzlaff. Three balls and 1 strike. The stretch. And throw back to first again. Well, lots of pickoff attempts, but nothing successful so far. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lamar's looking to do what the Beat Diggers did, which is get the first 2 men on base, and now time is called by Ratzlaff. That's something the Beat Diggers did yesterday. It's called time quite often. 3 balls and 1 strike, the stretch, and the offering. Fastball is right there for a strike on the outside corner, thigh high. And the count is now at 3-2 to Darren Cook. A man on first, nobody out, bottom of the first inning. 3-0 Brush. The stretch by Hirschfeld. Let's see if the runner goes. He stays. And the breaking ball swung on and missed in the dirt. And now the runner takes off for second. The throw is headed towards center field, backed up by Guzman. So it's a strikeout of Cook. And when the ball was in the dirt, Ratzlaff took off, so it's not a stolen base. He just goes in a wild pitch. So 1 out for Jake Specht. Specht steps in for Lamar. The stretch by Hirschfeld. Looking in the pitch. And the breaking ball is a beauty on the outer half for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. To Jake Specht. And the pitch is lined foul off to the right. Count now sitting at 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. to the right-handed hitter, Specht. The man at second. In the bottom of the first inning, the stretch by Hirschfeld, looking back to pitch. And did he go on that fastball? And he did. Took a half swing on a fastball up and away, and there's 2 down. Second strikeout in as many batters for Ryan Hirschfeld. 2 down for the DH out of the cleanup position, Brent Crampton. Crampton stepping in the stretch and the offering, and the curveball is a beauty on the inner half for a strike, and it's 0-1. All right, now you can follow us pitch by pitch. I apologize for that. Thank you to the boss for letting me know that we weren't up and operating. The pitch, and the breaking ball is down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just go to KSIRsports.com and click on today's game between Brush and Lamar. The stretch and the offering, and the curveball is just outside. Ball 2, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the righty. The offering, swing, and a miss through the fastball right by him. And the count is level now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hirschfeld coming off that complete game 4-hitter with 10 strikeouts against a Rupi Jesuit in the 7-0 victory last Saturday. 2-2 pitch. Fastball is up and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, bottom of the first inning with Kodiak. Ratzlaff at second. Hirschfeld will take some time before throwing the next pitch with Peyton Brenneman on deck. Peterson lays down the sign. 3-2. Curveball is a called strike 3 right down the middle, thigh high. The inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the second in the 3A state tournament from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. It's Brush 3, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the second inning in the elimination game of the 2013 Class 3A state tournament from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. Brush 3, Lamar nothing. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters against the right-hander Jordan Jara, Oscar Soto, Nico Guzman, and Alec Peterson. Soto started for much of the year, but did not start yesterday. Pretty productive throughout the course of the year. When they needed him, a lot of 2-out hits for Oscar Soto. Jara in the opening inning walked a couple, and that's what created trouble for him. Line in the pitch, swung on and fouled back, challenged him with a fastball down the middle. It's 0-1. Jara threw 23 pitches in the opening inning. Mark Muniz shaking things up after yesterday's lackluster performance, to say the least, in a 14-run loss to Bayfield. Swung on line, foul on the changeup down the right field line. And the count goes to 0-2 to Oscar Soto. Laying down the sign is Brenneman. No balls, 2 strikes to the opening hitter of the second inning. Line in the pitch. Swung on it, popped foul, out of play off to the left through the fastball right down the heart of the plate. You don't have to travel out of town to receive the best and most advanced hearing health care. Platte Valley Hearing Center, 409 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. With an open stand, Soto awaits the 0-2 pitch by Jara. Here it is. And the curveball swung on and missed, and he strikes him out. 1 down for Nico Guzman. Guzman, in his only at-bat yesterday, had a base hit to right center field. He also came into pitch in relief of Kyle Rosenbrock and did pretty well for a couple of innings and struggled thereafter. The fastball's a strike on the outer half at the knees. It's 0-1. To the 9th place hitter in the Brush lineup, Nico Guzman. Brenneman lays down the sign and the offering, up and away with a heater. Count levels at 1-1. The La Junta Tigers await the winner of this game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-0 Brush in the second inning. The line by Jara, the pitch. Swag, and I'm missing a breaking ball dipping away. 1-2. Yeah, you swing at that breaking ball, you have to go the other way. There's no question about it. You cannot try to pull that. There's the wine and offering, and the curveball is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Nico Guzman, the Beatniker center fielder today. And the right-hander delivers outside with a fastball. And it runs full to Guzman. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And wine in the pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. And there's 2 down. Second consecutive hitter that Jara struck out with a breaking ball. And the Beatnickers already have struck out 4 times in this game. Against the starter, Hunter Funkhauser of Bayfield yesterday, they fanned 12 times. That's been an issue, putting the ball in play, obviously. Here's Peterson, who walked and scored in the opening frame. And the pitch down and away with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to Peterson. With the bases empty here in the second inning. Wine and pitch. Fastball is drilled into deep right field, going way back is Faziano towards the track, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Around second is Peterson. He's going to try for 3. He's going to be in there with a 2-out triple. Alec Peterson has Brush's second hit of the game, and it's their second extra base hit. The Beatnickers yesterday had 3 singles, and that was it. Arnoldo Matos walked and scored in the opening frame, looking for his first hit of the state tournament. Wine and pitch, and the curveball's taken for a strike. Bell tie down the middle, it's 0-1. 0-1 to the freshman. And the offering. Curveball swung on and missed again, trying to pull that breaking ball. That's not going to work. Cannot pull the breaking ball. You got to do exactly what Peterson just did and what Tormolen did. They hit it towards right center field. No balls and 2 strikes. And the offering, fastball is outside. Ball 1, strike 2. Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush is Equitable Savings and Loan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The offering, the breaking ball is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Brenneman. The count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson leads off of third. Jara out of the windup with 2 down. And the 2-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Oh, jeez. Taking the same exact swing on a ball that's dipping away. And the Beatnickers are struck out in that second inning. 3 strikeouts for Jordan Jara. He struck out 5 of the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. An inning and a half complete. It's Brush 3, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beatnickers lead the Lamar Savages 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the second from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. An elimination game in the Class 3A state tournament, and Ryan Hirschfeld will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Peyton Brenneman, Kelby Faziano, and Zach Ramsey. As Hirschfeld had his good stuff going in the opening frame as well, registering 3 strikeouts. But again, you know at some point the defense is going to have to support Hirschfeld. Didn't need it in the top of the first inning, or in the bottom of the first, I should say. And here is Brenneman. Now the right-handed hitter for Lamar. Brenneman, the catcher for the Savages. The Beatnickers, since they went to a double elimination format, the state tournaments are 5-5. They were 2-2 in 2008, 3-2 last year, 0-1 this year. The pitch and the breaking ball is over but low. 1 ball and no strikes to Peyton Brenneman. The Beatnickers with a 2-run double by Mitch Tormolen and an error forcing the 3rd run. Curveball, did he go? And the answer is no. Over again but low. 2 balls and no strikes. And they appeal to first, but Brenneman did not swing. 2-0 to Brenneman. Hitting with an open stance. The pitch. Fastball low. 3-0. Now, Hirschfeld is still not throwing as many strikes as he would like, even though he struck out the side in the first. 11 strikes and 10 balls. The pitch. That's over for a strike. Down the middle, it's 3-1. Lamar had the leadoff man on in the first inning, but Kodiak Ratzlaff was stranded at second. 3-1 to Brenneman. The pitch, and the breaking ball is down and away. And Hirschfeld walks the first hitter at the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Kelby Faziato. And that's the best way to get into trouble. We'll have a courtesy runner in for the Savages, and that'll be Draven Adame. He will run for Brenneman. I think the Beatniggers just need some confidence defensively. A little ground ball in the infield, turn a 6-4-3 means something to that effect, because didn't make any plays to note yesterday. Didn't make any huge plays to note against Manitou Springs. Didn't have to against a Rupi Jesuit. Well, Mike Gutierrez, when he was playing second, made a nice diving catch, and that ball is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Hirschfeld trying to quick pitch Faziato there. 1 ball, no strikes to the right-handed hitting Kelby Faziato, the first baseman for Lamar. 3-0 Brush. And the pitch, and the breaking ball is taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Faziato. Short lead at first for Adame. The stretch. And the offering runner going. Swung on line foul off to the right. Down now at 1-2 as Adame retreats to first. Beatniggers have a couple of hits so far. Lamar has 1. But Brush's 2 hits were extra base hits. A double by Tormola and a triple by Peterson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Hirschfeld. Throw back to first, back and diving is Adame. Hirschfeld with a very good move. Trying to keep Adame even closer than he already is. About a 1-step lead now. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner going to second. The throw. The tag by Rosenbrock. And he is out at second as Rosenbrock applies a tag on Adame. That's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. And there's 2 down. And again, just some confidence there. And a perfect throw by Allie Peterson. All Rosenbrock had to do was stick the glove down. That'll bring up Zach Ramsey. Hitting from the right side. And Hirschfeld out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the offering. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner. Thigh high, it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is down and away. That's 4 strikeouts now by Hirschfeld. 5 by the Lamar starting pitcher, Jordan Jara. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car truck of your choice, serving all of Northeast Colorado. Ehrlich Toyota East. The pitch. Fastball. Just outside. It was very close. Count levels at 2-2. Zach Ramsey. Out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the 2-2. Ooh, bounced it in there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like he tried to throw him a breaking ball with some late bite. Perfect day in Greeley. Temperature in the 50s to begin the game, but now it's warming up even more. 3-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss through the fastball right by Ramsey. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Hirschfeld now with 5 strikeouts in the game. 2 complete. The score, Brush 3, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Butch Butler Field in Greeley as we head to the 3rd inning. And the Brush Beatniggers lead the Lamar Savages 3-0. It'll be the heart of the order for Brush. Kyle Rosenbrock, Mitch Tormolen, and Ryan Hirschfeld against the right-hander Jordan Jara. And the strikeouts are early and often in this game. 5 for Jara, 5 for Hirschfeld. Rosenbrock was a strikeout victim in the first inning on a called third strike on a breaking ball. Jara looks in for the sign. And the pitch to Rosenbrock is a breaking ball, a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Rosenbrock still trying to find his groove. Struck out twice yesterday, once already today. Wine in the 0-1. Curveball is right there again. 0-2, and Rosenbrock getting fooled by both pitches. No balls and 2 strikes. To Kyle Rosenbrock. There's the wine in the offering. Curveball is lifted in the infield on the left side into foul territory. Third baseman Tate is under it, makes the catch, and there's one down as Rosenbrock was well out in front. One down for Mitch Tormolen with a 2-run double. Jara. That's the sign, the pitch. Curveball is grounded foul up the third base side. And the count is at 0-1. Jara with 29 strikes and 15 balls thus far, so he's starting to find the strike zone more consistently with an open stance. The pitch swung on and lifted extremely high to foul territory along the left field line. A long run. It'll stay fair along the line, and the ball is dropped by the shortstop Speck. Tormolen the second to slide. He's in there, and then the ball gets loose in right field. It's picked up by the first baseman Faziano. Tormolen's in the third. Well, that'll be a double error on the play, the drop and then the bad throw to get Tormolen to third. But what a mess that was. Well, Tormolen ends up at third on 2 errors. A drop fly ball. It was just in fair territory and dropped by the shortstop. And here's Hirschfeld. And the breaking ball is lying down the left field line, but it's going to be foul. No balls and 1 strike. So Lamar has 3 errors in the game, all by the left side of the infield. No balls and 1 strike. Wine in the pitch, and that fastball is low and away. That ball looked like it was twisting into foul territory, but should have been caught by Speck, and then the throw was wild, trying to get Tormolen at second. And the offering. And that curveball is a strike on the outside corner. Nice slow curve thrown by Jara. It's 1-2. And again, if the Beatniggers are going to hit that curveball, they've got to go the other way. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hirschfeld. Wine in the pitch. Fastball is very high. Count is at 2-2. Hirschfeld in the state tournament over 2 seasons now, 0 for 21. The pitch swung on and lifted into foul territory on the right side. Giving chase is Faziano. He runs out of room. It's on top of the Beatnigger dugout. But at least he tried to go the other way. Got to do it. Count remains at 2-2. 3-0 brush over Lamar. We're in the third inning. The Beatniggers are the visiting team in this game. 2-run double by Mitch Tormolen and an error by the third baseman Jamin Tate. All in the first inning scored Tormolen. That's how we have the 3 runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hirschfeld awaits the pitch. Swung on it, foul back with a fastball up in the zone. Remains at 2-2 to the Beatnigger pitcher. Stubbs Gas and Oil on I-76 at Highway 39 in Wiggins. Don't delay and get there to see why convenience is Stubbs' middle name, Stubbs Gas and Oil. The pitch. Curveball is lifted into center field. Kodiak Ratzlaff to his left. Comes in a few steps, makes the catch. Tormolen tags the throw towards the plate. He slides. He's in there. The sac fly by Ryan Hirschfeld, and the Beatniggers now lead 4-0 in the top of the third inning. Good job of Hirschfeld just sitting back and hitting that ball far enough to score Tormolen. There's Tyler Monday, who reached on the air by Jamin Tate, I should say, in the first inning, scoring the third run. Here's the line by Jara, the pitch, and the fastball is a strike on the outside corner, thigh high. It's 0-1. Brush's local Napa and Hardware Hanks and Small Engine Repair Shop, Hometown Auto and Hardware, 1305 Edison Street. The offering. Fastball is a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Monday with 2 down and the bases empty in the top of the third. And the offering. And the breaking ball is in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2. To Monday, who last year against Holy Family hit a 2-run homer down the left field line in a 6-3 victory. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 3. At the knees on the outer half. And the Bean Diggers are done in the third inning. However, they score a run. There were no hits and 2 errors. The bases were left empty. We head to the bottom of the third. It's Brush 4, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It's Brush 4, Lamar nothing as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And this elimination game from Butch Butler Field in Greeley in the 2013 Class 3A state tournament. Lamar yesterday losing to Faith Christian 6. Bean Diggers losing to Bayfield 16-2. The Savages will bring up the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Casey Faziato, Jordan Jara, and Kodiak Ratzlaff against right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld, who struck out 5 over the first 2 innings. Here's the wind and the offering. Fastball runs inside. Hirschfeld playing a little bit with fire here because the leadoff hitters have reached base each of the first 2 innings for Lamar. But he walked out of trouble in the first. In the second, got to strike him out, throw him out, double play. Peterson lays down the sign. 1-0. Fastball outside corner for a strike just above the knees. Count is leveled at 1-1. 4 runs on 2 hits for Brush. No runs on 1 hit for Lamar. But Lamar has committed 3 errors. The Bean Diggers are errorless. The pitch. Curveball, a strike. That froze Faziato right down the middle of the plate. It's 1-2. Again, follow us pitch by pitch, KSIRsports.com. And the offering. Curveball swung on and missed, and Faziato strikes out, the 6th strikeout in the game for Ryan Hirschfeld. 1 down for Jordan Jara, the 8th right-handed hitter in this lineup. 2 through 9, all right-handed hitters. On deck is the lefty Kodiak Ratzlaff. Big open stance for Jara. And that left foot is way back there. The pitch swung on and chopped to second. Godinez backs up. True hop. Throw to first. Little high. But Tormolen keeps his foot on the bag, and there's 2 down. And the problem with that throw is that Jesus didn't use his legs. He just didn't follow through. But lucky that Tormolen is tall enough to come down with that throw. So 2 down for Kodiak Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff delivered a base hit to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Now Hirschfeld out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the pitch, the curveball, well, it looked pretty good. A little bit high, though. 1 ball and no strikes. Hirschfeld looking for his first 1-2-3 inning, I should say. The pitch. Curveball is lined foul off to the left and well out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ratzlaff. The winner of this game will play at 12:30 against La Junta, which is 1-1 in this tournament. Got to win 2 games to advance to next weekend. And the pitch. Curveball is popped up in the shallow center field. Nico Guzman comes in, still coming, ranges under it, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Hirschfeld. We'll go to the 4th after the break. It's Brush 4, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Greeley as we head to the fourth inning. It's Brush 4, Lamar nothing. And the Bay Diggers against right-hander Jordan Jara will send up the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, the bottom of the order. Starting with Jesus Cardenas. They'll be followed by Oscar Soto and Nico Guzman. Brush scored 3 runs in the first and 1 more in the third on a sac fly by Ryan Hirschfeld. As Jara making contact. He struck out 6 over the first 3 innings. Hirschfeld also with 6 strikeouts. Winding the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Cardenas popped to right in the opening frame. There's the wind, the 1-0. Down and away with a heater. 2 balls and no strikes. To Jesus Cardenas. And the 2-0 offering swung on, fouled off to the right. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jesus. Jara, the right-hander, gets a sign from Brenneman. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was a slow curve that he was well out in front of. And the count levels at 2-2. Keeping community banking simple and committed to their community, Morgan Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 2-2 pitch. Curveball is up and in. And the count runs full at 3-2. To Jesus Cardenas. There's the wind by Jara and the pitch. Curveball is grounded weakly on the right side towards Cook. He's got it. Throws to first in time. 1 down as Jesus is retired to begin the fourth inning. 1 down for Oscar Soto, who struck out swinging on a breaking ball in his first at bat. Brush with a 4-0 lead in the top of the fourth inning. Bay Diggers going for their 15th win of the year. And a slow curve swung on and missed. And if you're going to swing, got to swing before it lands in the glove. Oscar made a very, very late decision. No balls and 1 strike. To the left-handed hitting DH. Wind and pitch. Slow curve is up and away, and the count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. A 2-run double by Mitch Tormolen. An error. And then a sac fly by Hirschfeld, responsible for the 4-run swing, and a miss on a fastball at the letters. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Oscar Soto. Again, he did not play yesterday, so trying to get back into rhythm. The offering, slow curve is outside. Count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out in the fourth inning. The wind and pitch, swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. And did he catch it on the fly? Well, they'll throw to first anyway. Doesn't matter. Soto is a strikeout victim once again. 7 strikeouts for Jordan Jara. And there's 2 down for Nico Guzman, who struck out in his first at-bat. Well, that's why this game boils down to pitching and defense, not just this game, but the game of baseball. Bay Diggers are taking care at that end. And have taken advantage of mistakes by Lamar. The pitch, fastball is up and away. Ball 1, no strikes. To Nico Guzman, letter jackets, T-shirts, and more. Bijou T-Quest at 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan for all of your sports apparel. Fastball runs inside. Count is at 2-0 to the sophomore center fielder. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch, and the curveball swing and a miss. 2-1. To Guzman. It backs off the plate a little bit now. Let's see if he reads the pitch better. 2-1. Swung on and grounded to Tate at third. He's got it on 2 hops. Throw to first is low and just in time. And the Beatdiggers are retired in order in the top of the 4th inning. We're halfway through. It's Brush 4, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Savages as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Brush leads Lamar 4-0 in this elimination game in the 3A state tournament from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. Hirschfeld will contend with Darren Cook, who struck out swinging his first time up. Hirschfeld has registered 6 strikeouts over the first 3 innings of this game. In fact, as we mentioned, just like yesterday's game, both starting pitchers with lots of strikeouts. So the defenses haven't had to do a ton yet. Oh, here we go with Darren Cook hitting from the right side. Hirschfeld comes off a 1-2-3 inning, operating out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the pitch, fastball line foul off to the right. No balls and 1 strike. And when you combine his last start against Rupi Jesuit, that's 10 consecutive scoreless innings for Hirschfeld. The offering, curveball is a beauty on the outer half at the knees. And the count moves to 0-2. To Darren Cook. Hirschfeld gets a sign from Peterson. And the pitch, fastball fouled off to the right. Late swing by Cook, but he stays alive in the count. 0-2. Only 3 hits combined in the game, even though the Beatdiggers have a 4-0 lead, but those were extra base hits, although one of them, Alec Peterson, was stranded at third after his triple. 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed on the outer half, and Darren Cook is out number 1. Strikeout number 7 for Ryan Hirschfeld. Here comes Jake Specht, struck out swinging. So he will bat against Hirschfeld. Stretch and offering, and the curveball is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. To Specht. Hirschfeld looks in, and the offering. Curveball is popped up in the infield. The third baseman, Tyler Monday, comes in, calls for it, makes the one-handed grab, and there's 2 down. There, Hirschfeld has complete command right now. We got Brent Crampton, who struck out looking his first time up. The DH hitting in the cleanup position. We are straight up at 11 o'clock a.m. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Ray. I'm John Beltran from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. This elimination game in the 2013 3A state tournament. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Brush leads Lamar 4-0 with 3 runs in the first and 1 in the third. Peterson ran out there to run through the signs once again with Hirschfeld. Peterson lays down the sign, and the pitch, and the breaking ball is a beauty on the outer half at the knees. It's 0-1. Only 48 pitches thrown by Hirschfeld, averaging 12 an inning so far, not out of this inning obviously yet. Curveball swing and a miss. Boy, lots of pop on that baby, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to the Lamar DH. Hirschfeld looking for his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. And the pitch, fastball runs outside. Ball 1, strike 2. To Brent Crampton. Gets the sign from Peterson. The stretch by Hirschfeld with the bases empty. The offering. Curveball is lined up the middle. The shortstop, Rosenbrock, plays it on a short hop, drops it, picks it up, no throw. It'll be a base hit. Tough play for Rosenbrock. That will be a base hit by Brent Crampton, the second of the game for Lamar. That ball was hit off the end of the bat. And that'll bring up Peyton Brenneman, who walked in his first plate appearance. Lamar's not had a huge threat. They had a man at second in the first inning. Hirschfeld worked his way out of that. The pitch, fastball is outside. Rosenbrock come up with that one cleanly. He would have made the play. Made a nice play just to get over there and get a piece of the baseball with his glove. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 on, 2 down. The stretch and the offering. Fastball down the middle at the knees. It's a strike. The count is level at 1-1. Committed to serving those in production at Ag. Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in Ag lending. The stretch. And the 1-1. Curveball is down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to Peyton Brenneman. Off of first is Crampton. Hirschfeld looks in. And the pitch swung on and driven foul off to the right side and well out of play. Count goes to 2-2. Hirschfeld looking for his 11th consecutive scoreless inning dating back to the last start against the Rupee Jesuit. Now 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Short arm that one. Well, now Crampton will have a head start at first base. So he will be going with the pitch. Hirschfeld has thrown a 3-2 breaking ball before. I don't know if he'll unleash it right now. To Peyton Brenneman. Hirschfeld shakes off a sign, accepts the second. And the 3-2. And that fastball's a called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. Strikeout number 8. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 4 complete. In Greeley, it's Brush 4. Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush 4, Lamar nothing as we go to the 5th inning in Greeley. And the Beatniggers will send up the top of the order. This is the opportune time for them to break this game open against the Savages of Lamar and right-hander Jordan Jara, who to this point has thrown 71 pitches, 46 for strikes. And Peterson has been very productive today, a walk and a triple. So he is officially 1 for 1. The Beatniggers making their 3rd state tournament appearance in 6 years, 2nd in as many years. For the first time yesterday, lost in the first round, but now looking to atone for yesterday's loss with a victory against Lamar. And if they win this game, they'll face LaHunt at 12:30. Also right here on 1010 and KSIR.com. Here is Peterson. Line and pitch, and the curveball is grounded foul off to the third base side. Count is at 0-1. Beatniggers, of course, coached by Mark Muniz, Dave Faziato, the head coach of the Lamar Savages. Both longtime head coaches at their respective schools. The pitch and the changeup is just a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike to Alec Peterson. The wind and the pitch. Breaking ball is down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. The bottom of the order still has to get going for the Beatniggers. 1 year ago, 6-9 in the state tournament at 071. And the pitch down and away with a heater. 3-1. And at this point of your Lamar head coach Dave Faziato, the leash is short because this is an elimination game, and you're down 4-0. So I don't know how much longer Jordan Jara will last. The offering swung on and popped foul off to the right. Giving chase is the first baseman Faziato, but it's out of play. Count now at 3-2. To Alec Peterson, officially 1 for 1 in this game. A big pitch for Jordan Jara. Very big pitch. And the 3-2. Curveball swung on and missed. He fans Peterson. There's 1 down. That'll bring up Arnoldo Maltos Garcia, who walked and struck out swinging. But again, it's another case that if you're going to swing at that breaking ball away, you've got to go away. You cannot pull the ball. Here's the wind and pitch, and the curveball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Matos Garcia, officially 0 for 1 in the game. Jara has now struck out 8. Wide in the offering. Fastball outside corner for a strike. The count evens at 1-1. Yeah, both teams with only 2 hits, so Brush is still not hitting the ball. They've only got 5 hits in 1+ game. The offering. Swung on line, off the third baseman's leg to the shortstop. A long throw to first, and that's going to be late. We'll give him a base hit. A base hit there on a bullet hit by Matos Garcia as it went from Tate and ricocheted to Specht. But we'll call that a base hit. That thing was hit so hard. Let's see. Now, they're still trying to score it here, but I have that as a clean hit. That thing was hit extremely hard. So here's Rosenbrock. Well, they're going to call it an error, so we'll score it an error. The pitch. Curveball is swung and fouled off, so an error on Tate officially. Tell you what, that's a tough error because that thing was hit extremely hard. No balls and 1 strike. Rosenbrock is struck out and popped up. He is 0 for 2. And the pitch. And the fastball is a strike on the outside corner at the knees. 0-2. Matos Garcia at first. Brenneman lays down the sign. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Boy, he threw him a yo-yo up there and really pulled the string. And there's 2 down. 9 strikeouts for Jordan Jara. Here's Mitch Tormolin, who doubled and reached on a huge error by shortstop Jake Specht. And Tormolin trying to pick up Rosenbrock here, and Peterson for that matter. Stretch and offering, and the curveball is in there for a strike on the outer half of the knees. It's 0-1. Matos Garcia might take off. Short lead at first, though. Pitch to Tormolin. In the dirt, all the way to the screen. And on the wild pitch, Matos Garcia to second. And Tormolin already has 3 RBIs in the state tournament. So a runner in scoring position. And Tormolin, as opposed to Rosenbrock, looks very comfortable up there against this right-hander Jara. The count sits at 1 ball and 1 strike to Mitch Tormolin. Stretch by Jara. And the offering. And that's a strike. Took something off into the outside corner. Count goes to 1-2. Jara is looking to strike out the side again. Already 9 strikeouts in the game. Matos Garcia off of second. The stretch. And the offering. And the breaking ball down and away. Don't let finances stand in your way of pursuing your college education. Visit Morgan Community College online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session that will get you on the right track and find out what options are available to help you. 2-2. Swung on line towards left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. That ball continues to roll towards the fence. Tormolin's around first. He's into second. Matos Garcia will score. It's the 3rd RBI of the game for Tormolin, his 2nd double of the contest. And Rush now leads by a score of 5-0. And he just waited very nicely on that pitch. Not fooled at all. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld struck out and delivered a sacrifice fly. Tormolin leads off of second. Stretching a pitch. And the fastball is a strike on the outer half of the knees at 0-1. To Hirschfeld. Tormolin off of second. And the offering. And that is a strike. Nice changeup on the outside corner. It's 0-2. That was Jara's 90th pitch. 59 for strikes, 31 for balls. Tormolin off of second. And the 0-2, fastball side. Ball one. Strike two to Ryan Hirschfeld. The Beat Diggers have scored their runs in the odd number innings. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and a breaking ball tailing away as Jara strikes out the side. However, the Beat Diggers score a run. They do it on a base hit. There was one error and a man left. 4.5 complete in Greeley. It's Brush 5, Lamar nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It's Brush 5, Lamar nothing as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up for Lamar and Kelby Faziato, Zach Ramsey, and Casey Faziato against Ryan Hirschfeld, who to this point has allowed just 2 singles. And he's been in command of that fastball and breaking ball thus far. And has thrown just 57 pitches, struck out 8 and walked 1. Kelby Faziato struck out swinging in his first at-bat. And again, an amazing number of strikeouts at the state tournament. 18 combined strikeouts, 10 by Jordan Jara of Lamar, and 8 by Hirschfeld of Brush. Yesterday, the 2 starters, Rosenbrock of Brush and Funkhauser of Bayfield, combined for 23 strikeouts, and neither went the distance. The pitch and the curveball is a strike on the outer half thigh, high at 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Hirschfeld out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the pitch. Curveball is on the outside corner, strike 2. To Kelby Faziato. 4 errors have been committed in the game, and all by Lamar. That's been a huge difference so far. And the 0-2. Curveball is lifted on the right side into shallow right field. A long run for the right fielder, Matos Garcia, and he can't make the catch. Picked up by Cardenas, but throw to second, and he's in there. Oh, my gosh, that was horrendous defense. Matos Garcia looked like he overran the ball. I tell you, I'm going to score that an error on Matos Garcia. He was right there to make the play, and he overran the ball. So that's an error on Matos Garcia, right underneath that baseball. He just overran it. That was atrocious defense. I mean, no other way to look at that. So here's Zach Ramsey. I don't know how you don't make that play. It was hit along the line, a long run, and that certainly should have been made. And again, defensive issues for the Beat Diggers. The pitch and the breaking ball is in the dirt. Zach Ramsey, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Cardenas, Tormon, and Matos Garcia all converged. Arturo jumped for the baseball. It looked like he just overran it. Went right by him. So Lamar with a threat here in the 5th inning. The offering. Breaking ball down and away. It's a 5-0 Brush lead, but the game far from over, especially when you give them a base runner. And now Hirschfeld down in the count at 2-0. You don't have to close in your house alone. Northern Colorado Title at 130 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan will provide you with a stress-free closing Northern Colorado Title. 2-0 pitch, swung on, foul back. Yeah, if there was one weakness going into the state tournament, it was defense, particularly the outfield. And a lot of that is inexperience. And today you've got a junior in left, a sophomore in center, and a freshman in right. 2 balls and 1 strike. Peterson lays down the sign, squaring to bunt, but I think that's disguised. Down and away with a fastball at 3-1. Keep in mind, this is the bottom of the lineup. Lamar with 2 or 3 runs can get right back into this game. 5 runs on 3 hits now. The first error of the game for Brush. No runs, 2 hits, 4 errors for Lamar. Leading off of second is Kelby Faziato after the error. 3 balls and 1 strike to Zach Ramsey, hitting from the right side. The pitch, and the breaking ball is down and away. It's a walk. Now the Savage fans, for the first time in this game, are coming alive, sensing a comeback with Casey Faziato, who struck out swinging, now stepping in for Lamar. Even yesterday when the Beat Diggers were down 10-2, still got to get the outs. You don't run out of time in this game. You just run out of outs. Hirschfeld looks in for the sign, the stretch, and the offering. Swing, and a miss, challenged him with a fastball. Right at belt level, it's 0-1. Lamar looking for a big hit to plate their first runs of the game. They have 2 singles, and that's it. The Beat Diggers have 3 extra base hits. The stretch. Hirschfeld comes home squaring a bunt, and he attempted the ball. Attempted a bunt at the ball. It's a foul, even though the ball came in on him and was going to hit him. It's 0-2. Well, it didn't hurt him, but had he let that ball continue to come in, it would have hit him. It would have loaded the bases instead. It's no balls and 2 strikes. A very awkward play there. Now Faziato, I doubt, will be bunting with 2 strikes. Tormolen in on the grass at first base. The Beat Diggers a double play depth in the middle. The stretch. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He threw the fastball right by Faziato. There's 1 down. Strikeout number 9 for Ryan Hirschfeld. That'll bring up Jordan Jara, who grounded to second in his first plate appearance, the 9th place hitter for Lamar, with runners remaining at first and second. Hirschfeld gets the sign from Peterson, the stretch. Look back, and the pitch. Fastball, a strike, outside corner at the knees. And it's 0-1. Runners take their leads. Kelby Faziato at second, Ramsey at first. Jara awaits the 0-1. Curveball is grounded foul. Off to the right of the plate, it's 0-2. I think Hirschfeld got away with one there. He hung that pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Hirschfeld trying to equal Jara's strikeout total. He's fanned 10. Hirschfeld has struck out 9. He's 1 pitch away from equaling it. 0-2. Swing and a miss and a fastball above the letters. Strike 3. There's 2 down in the 5th inning. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter Kodiak Ratzlaff, who has singled and popped out. He's 0 for 2. This will be a big blow to Lamar, who had first and second and nobody out. Now first and second and 2 down. The left-handed hitter steps in with an open stance. Hirschfeld looks in for the sign, the stretch. And the offering. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. That's trouble if it stays fair. A long run for Baker, but it's foul. As that ball was twisting away. No balls and 1 strike. And Ratzlaff would have had probably a double out of that, considering that ball was twisting towards the line, and he got a great jump out of the box. No balls and 1 strike. Runners take their leads with 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brush leads Lamar 5-0. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the offering. Fastball is just outside, and the count levels at 1-1. Follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. Click on today's game. You get every single pitch right there for you. Complete box score for both teams as well. Hirschfeld with a 1-1, and the curveball is inside. It nearly hit him. 2 balls and 1 strike. With Darren Cook on deck. There's a big pitch coming up for Hirschfeld, considering he's behind in the count, but does have a 5-run cushion. Ratzlaff awaits the 2-1. Fastball is lined towards center field. Kudon comes in, and it goes way over his head. 1 run is in. Ramsey's going to come around third, and he is going to score. And 2-3, Ratzlaff to throw the home Monday applies the tag. Out at third base, but both runs count. We have played 5 innings. The Beat Diggers now lead the Lamar Savages 5-2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers lead Lamar 5-2, 2 runs on that 2-run double by Kodiak Ratzlaff, who was thrown out at third base. Guzman to Rosenbrock to Monday, so that goes 8-6 to 5. The Beat Diggers did commit an error in that frame, but quite frankly, some awful outfield play. Maltos Garcia just overran a ball to begin the inning, and then Nico Guzman came in on the line drive. Now, it might have been a base hit anyway, but it went way over his head after he came in a couple of steps. But he did a nice job of tracking it down and hitting his cutoff man, so he did atone for that mistake. But the Beat Digger lead is down to 3. And here's Tyler Monday to begin the 6th against the right-hander Jordan Jara. So Lamar is back in this game, down by 3. The pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball, down and away. It's 0-1. Monday officially at 0 for 2. Reached on an error and struck out looking. The offering. Breaking ball swung on and grounded left side into left field for a base hit. I don't know how he pulled that pitch. It was down and away. But Monday picks up Rush's 4th hit of the game. Well, you're not going to hit it like that too often. I mean, he reached out way out towards the outside corner, but he's so big and strong. He was able to generate a base hit. Here's Jesus Cardenas, who's popped out and grounded out. He is 0 for 2 in the game. The Beat Diggers are trying to get those 2 runs back that they just gave up in the 5th inning. Stretched by Jar, short lead by Monday the pitch, and that's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Brenneman. 1 ball and no strikes. Serving you the best coffees, lattes, and smoothies. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Better and ready to serve you Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies. I'll offer you a sweet treat, 921 Edison Street in Brush, and squaring to bunt, and the breaking ball is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Ratzlaff has 2 of the 3 hits for Lamar in this game, a single and that double. Let's see if Cardenas squares to bunt again. He does, and he lays it up the third base side. It trickles towards the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. Now throw back to second. Monday's in there. It'll be a sacrifice, 1-3. And it took a side spin once it was rolling towards the third baseline, but it's a sacrifice for Jesus, and there's 1 down for Oscar Soto. Soto has not been good in his first 2 at-bats, struck out swinging, both of them. The pitch, breaking ball is grounded as short as he falls down, and the ball goes off the shortstop into center field. Monday is going to be held up at third, even though the shortstop Speck falls down. And Soto fell down inside the batter's box, and he would have been out by about 50 feet as he took such a hard swing, but the error by Speck places runners at first and third, and Monday did not score on the play, held up at third. So it's another error by Lamar, their 5th of the game. That'll bring up Nico Guzman. Guzman is struck out and grounded out. Wonder if Brush here had the option of using a courtesy runner for Soto, because you don't have speed on the bases right now. And, yeah, we should have a courtesy runner. They're pointing towards Soto, and here comes Mike Gutierrez. Mike Gutierrez, the courtesy runner at first base for Brush. And that gives them a lot of speed over there. With 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 6th inning, 5-2 in favor of the Beat Diggers. And no, it's Nico Guzman. Nico Guzman, he's the hitter in this situation. Yeah, the pitch, swing and a miss on the breaking ball. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch, short lead at first, and the pitch. And the fastball is a strike on the outside corner at the knees, with Alec Peterson on deck. No balls and 2 strikes. The stretch. And the offering. Curveball is lifted towards left field, going way back as Ramsey's under it, makes the catch. Monday tags up at third, and the throw towards the plate. He slides, he's in there on the sac fly by Nico Guzman. The Beat Diggers now lead 6-2 with 2 down in the 6th inning. Nice job by Guzman waiting on that off-speed pitch as Brush has claimed a 4-run lead. Mike Gutierrez held up at first. He might be running here with Alec Peterson stepping to the plate. Peterson has walked, tripled, and struck out swinging, officially 1 for 2. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center can handle any kind of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center bringing quality care to the community. The breaking ball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Peterson. The stretch. And Jordan Jarrett delivers. Curveball, swing, and a miss, and the count levels at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and there are 2 down. The stretch and the offering. Curveball, swing, and a miss. Count is at 1-2. There are 2 down here in the 6th inning. Off of first is Gutierrez. The Beat Diggers with a run across. Laying down the sign is Brenneman. Short lead at first for Mikey. And now Peterson calls time. Your one-stop center for projects around your home office or yard is Ackley Building Center. And they carry appliances as well. Ackley Building Center, 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Stretch and the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes. They throw back to first, but that's the 3rd out of the inning. The Beat Diggers score 1 in the frame. They do it on 1 hit, 1 error, and a man left. 5.5 complete in Greeley. It's Brush 6, Lamar 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush 6, Lamar 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm John Beltran from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. This is an elimination game already underway. Ken Denver and Holy Family at Jackson Field. That's the 2nd of 4 elimination games today. We started earlier here because you have 3 games to be played at Butch Butler, only 2 at Jackson. As the winner of the Ken Denver Holy Family game will take on Bayfield. The winner of this game will face La Junta. And then the winner's bracket game is at 3 o'clock between the top seed Eaton and the 2nd seed Faith Christian. Ryan Hirschfeld will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Darren Cook, Jake Specht, and Brent Crampton. Cook has struck out twice. Out of the stretch with the bases empty is Hirschfeld, who has thrown 75 pitches thus far. Fastball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Lamar with 5 errors in the game. The Beat Diggers have 1. They certainly didn't play good defense 1 inning ago when they allowed 2 runs. The pitch. Curveball is in the dirt, bounces away from Peterson. Count moves to 2-0. Very important inning because you're the visiting team. And you need a big cushion going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Right now that cushion is 4 runs. The 2-0 from Hirschfeld. Fastball inside corner for a strike. And it's 2-1. You've got to win 2 games today if you're one of these teams or Ken Denver and Holy Family to advance to Friday's action. Peterson lays down the sign. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the 2-1. Fastball grounded foul into the Digger dugout on the first base side. Count remains at 2-2. To Darren Cook. And the left side of the infield has really battled themselves today for Lamar. A lot of errors, 5 in total. And now calling time is Cook trying to throw Hirschfeld off of rhythm. Beat Diggers 6 outs away, generating their 15th win of the year, staving off elimination and playing La Junta at 12:30 right here on 1010 and KSIR.com. The stretch and the pitch. Curveball is grounded sharply. The contest it off his glove into right center field. And let's see how that one scored. It was hit pretty sharply. Took a rough hop. I would score a base hit, but we are not the official scorers here. That's a base hit for Darren Cook. And that'll bring up Jake Speck, who has struck out swinging and popped out. A makeable play by Jesus, but it took that high hop. We got fast infields here at Butch Butler and at Jackson Field. The stretch and the offering. Curveball, swing and a miss. No balls and one strike. And the Beat Diggers could use a double play. Had to strike him out, throw him out earlier in this game. Both teams with 4 hits, but the Beat Diggers have a 4-run lead. The stretch. Runner going, nope, just a bluff swung on, grounded into left field for a base hit. The second is Cook. And remember, this was the inning 1 year ago, the 6th inning, in which Lamar scored 10 runs, and a 3-3 game became a 13-3 win. So they're familiar with success in the 6th inning against Brush. And Brent Crampton has struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2. Hirschfeld has been in this type of trouble before in this game. In fact, 1 inning ago, nearly got out of it unscathed. Hirschfeld looks in, the stretch, and the offering. Fastball is fouled off to the right. It's 0-1. So Lamar is actually out hitting Brush 5-4. But 5 errors to 1 error have really hurt the Savages. No balls and 1 strike. Peterson lays down the sign. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch runner going to third. It's a breaking ball to third. Both runners take off. It's a double stolen base. And the count is leveled at 1-1. Well, if you're the Beat Diggers, just get the outs here, because those are not tying runs out there. 1 ball and 1 strike. To Crampton. The stretch. And the offering. Curveball is fouled off to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hirschfeld has 10 strikeouts in the game, looking for the 11th. He's already struck out Crampton once in this game, but he is the cleanup hitter in this order. Got to get this guy out. If not, there's trouble brewing for the Beat Diggers in this inning. The stretch. And the 1-2 offering. I'm going to see through the fastball right by him, belt high. There's 1 down. Strikeout number 11 for Ryan Hirschfeld. That'll bring up Peyton Brenneman, who's walked and struck out looking. We'll have a visit to the hill from John Hirschfeld Jr. And I don't know if it should not be a pitching change coming off a strikeout. Beat Diggers have to make sure that they make the plays necessary to take, at the very minimum, a 2-run lead into the 7th. They're up 6-2 right now as they convene on the hill. And that's going to be broken up momentarily by the home plate umpire. At third base for Lamar is Darren Cook. Jake Speck is at second. And Ryan Hirschfeld will remain on the hill with 1 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Brush 6, Lamar 2. Brenneman officially 0 for 1, but if any Savage reaches, the tying run would come to the plate. So that's the danger the Beat Diggers face in this frame. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the pitch swung on and lifted foul down the right side and out of play. Count is at 0-1. Well, if Hirschfeld allows a run or less, then really the Beat Diggers have the momentum back. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth for Brush, 2 in the fifth for Lamar. We're in the 6th. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the 0-1. Fastball is lined to right field. Matos Garcia to his left, has to play it on a hop. It's a base hit. One run is in. Second to the plate. Peterson cannot make the tag. Goes back to first. And back in at first base as Peyton Brenneman comes through with a 2-run single. Brush 6, Lamar 4. And we'll have a courtesy runner as well. It looks like a Dame out there. Third base hit of the inning for Lamar. It wasn't going to be easy today. Now the tying run is at the plate. There's Kelby Faziano, struck out, reached in an air. And the breaking ball is a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Rush had a 5-0 lead at one point, but Lamar scored 4 of the last 5 runs of this game. Stretch by Hirschfeld. Throw back to first, and back in diving Sadame. Stretch by Hirschfeld. And the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded right side. Torbolin dives to his right, throws to second, that's 1. Rosenbrock to first, and that's late. But an excellent play by Torbolin. Talk about defense that the Beat Diggers needed just to get the force at second. 3-6, and there's 2 down. He saved the base hit. So 2 down. And the batter will be Zach Ramsey, who was struck out and walked. He's 0 for 1. That was Hirschfeld's 90th pitch. 59 for strikes, 31 for balls. That was the same exact ratio that Jara had through 90. And the offering. Swung on and lifted into left center field. That ball's got some major carry to it. Guzman is way back there. He's going to play it on 2 hops in the gap. Runner is around third, and they're going to keep him right there. It's a double. As Faziano had to hold up on the double by Zach Ramsey. So 2 runners in scoring position. The 4th hit of the inning. And Casey Faziano has struck out twice. He will now hit. Lamar is out hitting Brush now 7-4. Guzman did a nice job of getting over there. That gap 380 feet away from the plate. If he doesn't use the speed to get over there, it would have been a 6-5 game. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, you got to keep this at 6-4 just to have a little confidence going into the 7th. Lamar can tie it with a base hit. Hirschfeld looks in for the sign, the stretch, and the offering, and the curveball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. To Casey Faziano. The stretch. And the 1-0. Breaking ball is fouled off to the right. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike. To Faziano. Big pitches coming up for Hirschfeld. The stretch. And the offering. Fastball is off the glove of Peterson, and scoring on the play is Faziano. The throw to the plate hits the runner. To third is Ramsey on the pass ball. It's now 6-5 in favor of Brush. Again, that 6th inning, which killed the Beat Diggers a year ago, hurting them today as well. Two balls and 1 strike. To Casey Faziano. Well, the Beat Diggers lose this game. This will be a heartbreaker, considering they had a 5-0 lead. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hirschfeld gets a sign from Peterson, the stretch, and the offering, and the curveball is a little bit high. Thought he had strike 2, instead it's ball 3. And Jordan Jara is on deck, and he's the 9th hitter in the lineup. The stretch and the offering swung on and fouled off. Count is at 3-2 to Faziato. At third is Zach Ramsey. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 in. Hirschfeld gets a sign from Peterson. And the 3-2 pitch. Curveball is fouled back. Remains at 3-2. Some tension in that Beediger dugout. It felt good going into this inning. Not so good right now. 3-2 to Casey Faziato. Lamar's generated a comeback in the last 2 innings. And the pitch. And did he go there? And they're going to check it first. And did he swing? No. It's a walk. Ooh. Not sure the Beediger coaches like that one, but it's a walk. The second of the game issued by Hirschfeld on his 98th pitch. It'll bring up Jordan Jara, who's grounded out and struck out swinging. He is 0 for 2. And you'd have to imagine that Faziato might be taking off from first to place 2 runners in scoring position and potentially give Lamar the lead. Rush had a 6-2 lead going into this inning. It began with a base hit that, again, fieldable play by the Beatniggers. Faziato, let's see if he takes off. And the offering. Fastball is lifted to center field. Guzman is way back. He's still going back. He's under it. Makes a catch. Wow. And the inning is over on a ball hit very well by Jordan Jara. However, in the inning, Lamar scores 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 men left. Let's head to the 7th inning. In this elimination game in the 3A state tournament, Brush 6, Lamar 5 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Anybody's ball game as we head to the 7th in Greeley. Brush 6, Lamar 5. The Beatniggers will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up against Jordan Jara, and then Lamar will have the top of the order coming up. And their most dangerous hitter today, Kodiak Ratzlaff, will lead off that inning. As Brush looking now for some insurance. Well, it was 6-2, so now they need some runs to cushion themselves a little bit. Matos Garcia has walked, struck out, and reached on an error. He's 0 for 2. Brush winning this game despite being out hit 7-4. Jara with a 2-to-1 strike-to-walk ratio, or ball ratio, I should say. 70 strikes and 35 balls. There's the wind and pitch, and the bender's in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 in the 5th, 3 runs in the 6th for Lamar after they fell behind 5-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Wine in the offering. Fastball is upstairs. And last year when Lamar scored 10 runs in the 6th inning, they left the Beatniggers on the field. They have the opportunity to do that here and eliminate Brush from this tournament. 2-0 in the dirt, 3-0. Huge plate appearance here for Matos Garcia. Get him on, utilize that speed, score a couple of runs, and get some breathing room going into the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-0 pitch, and that is in the dirt as well on a fastball, so a 4-pitch walk. And we might have a pitching change here. Here comes head coach Dave Faziato. 109 pitches thrown by Jara. But he has soft Kyle Rosenbrock today. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but he's going to take the ball from him. And we'll take a break with the score. Brush 6, Lamar 5 in the top of the 7th inning on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Darren Cook is the new pitcher for Lamar, going from second to the mound, and Jordan Jara now at second base. Nobody out, 1 on, top of the 7th inning. And Brush leads Lamar 6-5 after Arnoldo Matos Garcia drew a leadoff walk. And Kyle Rosenbrock is now going to have the at-bat that he needs. Never would have thought that he needed something to establish his confidence, but there's no doubt about it. Rosenbrock has struggled mightily in this tournament. He is 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts in less than 2 games. 0 for 3 today. Cook is a right-hander. Cook out of the stretch. Short lead by Matos Garcia. Rosenbrock awaits the pitch. The fastball's a strike on the outer half just above the knees. It's 0-1. Tormolin and Hirschfeld right behind Rosenbrock. Again, a very short lead. Now about a step. And the offering. Swung on, grounded foul up the third base side. Count goes to 0-2. Now, Brenneman must have a great arm behind the plate because Bee Diggers are not trying to steal, and they're not even taking huge leads with their faster runners. No balls and 2 strikes. Very short lead. Matos Garcia is almost on the base itself. And the pitch, fastball is high. 1-2 to Kyle Rosenbrock. 6-5 Brush here in the top of the 7th inning. Stretch by Cook. And the pitch, breaking ball is in the dirt. Rosenbrock did not wave at it. Count goes to 2-2 to the sophomore shortstop. Matos Garcia again with a very minimal lead at first. And the 2-2 pitch, fastball foul back. Rosenbrock was on top of that one, just missed it. Count remains at 2-2. To Rosenbrock. Stretch by Cook. And the offering swung on and grounded to the left side. The shortstop backhands it, throws to second, and that's going to be late. It'll be late. We'll call it a base hit. He had no play on Rosenbrock at first as he dove in the hole. That's going to be a straight-up hit for Rosenbrock as he dove in the hole. First and second for the Bee Diggers. And here's Mitch Tormolin, who's had a huge day. The Bee Diggers now with 5 hits. Tormolin has 2 doubles in the game and has driven in 3 runs. Reached on an error as well, so he's been on base all 3 times, but he's 2 for 3. The stretch by Cook. And the offering, and the curveball is taken high. 1 ball and no strikes. This has been the money guy for Brush this morning. Runners take their leads, and the 1-0. And that ball is off the glove of the catcher, Brenneman. On the wild pitch, the runners advance to second and third as that ball was down and in. Matos Garcia to third, and to second is Rosenbrock. And there's really no doubt now that Lamar is going to have to play the infield in, although they're not doing that now. But here comes head coach Faziano. They're going to an intentional walk. And again, in high school baseball, you just put up the 4 fingers. You don't have to throw the pitches at all, which I think is something that should be changed. This is not 5th grade baseball, but that's for another day. Ryan Hirschfeld is 0 for 2, struck out swinging twice in a sac fly. Now the infield is playing in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Brush leads Lamar 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Darren Cook is out of the windup. And a pitch, and the fastball is just a little bit low. Right over the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Hirschfeld is 0 for 22 in the state tournament dating back to last year. How about a big time for a hit? The pitch, and that runs in, almost hit him. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, if you're Hirschfeld, are you taking automatically ahead in the count? Or are you figuring he's got to throw you a fastball, go for it? The stretch. And the 2-0. Swung on line in right field. That's a base hit. Matos Garcia will score. Rosenbrock is being sent home. The throw towards the plate is at the first base side, and the ball gets loose. And it's a 2-run single for Ryan Hirschfeld, his first hit in the state tournament. And the Bee Diggers now lead 8-5 as Tormolin advances to third. Well, those are big, big, big runs for the Bee Diggers. That'll bring up Tyler Monday, who's reached on an error, struck out and singled. He's 1 for 3. Tormone at third, and now Conrad Cole is the courtesy runner, I believe, at first for Hirschfeld. He's got lots of speed over there. Let's see if he can take a base. Yeah, that's either Cole or foul. Trying to get the number. Yeah, that is Conrad Cole. So Monday at 1-for-2. Short lead at first. Tormone off of third as well. The pitch swung on line, foul. Look out towards the Digger dugout. It's 0-1. And it was a catcher's interference. Well, that happened to Peterson yesterday when he was behind the plate against Bayfield. But as Monday swung, the ball hit, or the bat, I should say, hit Brenneman's glove. So the bases are reloaded. And now to bat for Brush, Jesus Cardenas. A pop out, a ground out, and a sac bunt. 0-for-2. Fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The infield is playing in now. The Bee Diggers have 2 of their 6 hits in this inning. Here, line in the 1-0. Swung on line towards right center field. That's a base hit. Mr. Mola will trot home. And Cole is around third. The throw towards the plate. And that is going to be late as he slides in safely. It's a 2-run single for JC. And the Bee Diggers have scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning. They now lead Lamar 10-5. Monday went to second. And here is Oscar Soto to step in. Soto has struck out twice and reached on an error, was straight up at noon. You are listening to 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Denver. I'm John Beltran. As the Bee Diggers in this 3A elimination playoff game. This double elimination state tournament now lead Lamar 10-5. And let's see if Darren Cook's going to stay in the game. And he will be taking out. He's going to be taken out in favor of Kelby Faziato. Well, let's see if he's going to be the pitcher here. Yep, he will be. A 1-minute break. Brush 10, Lamar 5 in the 7th. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers have all the runs back that they relinquished after leading 5-0. They were up 6-5 going into the 7th inning. And have scored 4 runs, still nobody out, runners at first and second. This will be the second pitching change of the inning. It'll be Kelby Faziato in the pitch for Lamar. Brett Crampton now at first. And Darren Cook moves to third. It'll be Oscar Soto, who has struck out twice and ripped air, to hit for the Bee Diggers. Brush has some clutch hits in this inning, but it began with a walk by the starting pitcher, Jordan Jara. Montos Garcia, Kyle Rosenbach with an infield single, and a wild pitch sent the runners to second and third. Mitch Tormone was intentionally walked. Ryan Hirschfeld with a 2-run single. And then Tyler Monday reached on catcher's interference to reload the bases. Then another 2-run single by Jesus Cardenas. So Monday at second, Cardenas at first. The next game scheduled to start at 12:30. But this game's already at 2 hours even. Just over 2 hours, actually. I'm not sure it will be starting at 12:30. We'll have that game if the Bee Diggers hold on against La Junta. And here is Soto against the right-hander. Third right-hander the Bee Diggers are facing. The stretch and the pitch. And the breaking ball is grounded foul up the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. We told you can follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. In case you're wondering what happened earlier in this game, you can check it out for yourself at your convenience. The 0-1. Swing and a miss through the fastball right by Soto. It's 0-2. Both teams now have 7 hits. Lamar with 5 errors, the Bee Diggers with 1. The stretch. 0-2-2. Soto from Faziato. Breaking ball is grounded up the middle. Could be a double play. It plays it off his body, picked up by the second baseman, and he steps on the bag, throws to first late. So Cardenas is forced out at second, the very unusual 6-4 force out. Well, that's normal, but now when it's deflected. Advancing to third is Monday, and there's one down. That'll bring up Nico Guzman. Guzman had that sacrifice fly earlier in this game. The stretch and the pitch, and the breaking ball is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1, a strikeout, a ground out. And then that sac fly by Guzman came in the sixth inning. Off of third is Monday, off of first is Soto. No balls and one strike. And the pitch, and the breaking ball nearly hit him. Count levels at 1-1. To Nico Guzman. Brenneman lays down the sign. Kelby Faziato delivers. Swung on, grounded foul up the third base side. Count moves to 1-2. Alec Peterson will have his fifth plate appearance unless Guzman hits into a double play. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 down and 4 in the seventh. And the offering, the breaking ball is blocked beautifully by Brenneman. Count goes to 2-2. The Beat Diggers set the tone for the game in the first inning, but Lamar did come back, and they still have 3 outs to deal with. Beat Diggers trying to build on this 5-run lead. The pitch in the dirt, and it gets through the catcher. Monday didn't see it, so he's going to hold up, but Soto did. He goes to second. So it still goes as a wild pitch advancing the trail runner. More than likely would have scored Monday. It got about 10 feet behind Brenneman. 3-2 to Guzman. The sophomore center fielder awaits the pitch to stretch from Faziato. And the offering. Curveball is swung on, grounded up the middle. He's hitting off the shortstop's glove into center field. Monday scores. Soto's around third, and he will score on another 2-run single in the seventh inning. This one coming from Nico Guzman. The Beat Diggers have 6 across and now lead Lamar 12-5. That extends the inning for Alec Peterson. Still only 1 out. So 3 2-run singles in the inning. One from Hirschfeld, the other from Jesus Cardenas, and now from Guzman. As Brush has taken a 6-5 lead and made it 12-5. Peterson in the game has walked, tripled, and struck out twice, officially 1 for 3. Friendly staff at High Plains Bank in Wiggins can assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account to receive hometown service on a higher plane. Visit High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Kelby Faziato looks in to stretch, and no throw to first, just a step off. This game was moving along quickly, but now we're at 2 hours and 5 minutes, unofficially. Stretch in the pitch, and the breaking ball is blocked in the dirt by Brenneman. 1 ball and no strikes. The Beat Diggers had 4 hits going into the inning. Now doubled that total. And this is the 9th hitter of the frame. Stretch. And Peterson awaits to 1-0, and that's in the dirt. Bounces away, but not far enough for Guzman to advance. 2 balls and no strikes. To Alec Peterson. Faziato looks in. And the 2-0. And the curveball is up and in. 3 balls and no strikes, and this has turned into a marathon half inning. As the Beat Diggers have 6 across. With 1 on and 1 out. And Maltos Garcia on deck. The stretch by Faziato. And the 3-0 pitch. Fastball down the middle for a strike. The count goes to 3-1. Guzman off of first. 12-5 brush over Lamar. They've broken it open with a 6-run seventh. And the pitch over but low, and Peterson walks. So Darren Cook came into the game, did not record an out. Kelby Faziato into the game has recorded one out. As Matos Garcia walked to begin the inning. Let's see if this is the third pitching change of the game. Or of the inning, I should say. Hey, Faziato out to talk with his pitcher. The Bay Diggers, who lost to this team 13-3 a year ago, are turning the table, so to speak. So Kelby Faziato will remain on the hill. Besides the 2 walks issued to Matos Garcia, he struck out swinging and reached on an error. The freshman is the 10th hitter of the inning. And this is about a half-hour, half-inning. Now, we don't time the innings. I'll tell you how many pitches were thrown when the half-inning is over. The stretch and the offering. Fastball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. At second is Nico Guzman. At first, that's Zane Fow, now the courtesy runner. The pitch. Fastball down the middle at the knees at strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. To Arnoldo Matos Garcia. Faziato stretches, and the offering, and the curveball stays high. Well, the Beat Diggers have had quite a bit of batting practice here. 2 balls and 1 strike. To Arnoldo Matos Garcia, the stretch. Looking back is Faziato, and the pitch. Swing and a miss through the fastball right by the freshman. The count is level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Assuming the Beat Diggers will hold on. Baseball all day right here on 10-10, including the Rockies later on against the Giants. The pitch swung on and fisted in the air, foul off to the right side towards the Digger dugout. Remains at 2-2. 5:30 Rockies on deck. First pitch at 6:10 from Coors. Rockies and Giants in the third of a 4-game set. They split the first 2 games. That's hopefully well after the Beat Diggers win this game and then secure a victory over La Junta. The stretch. And the 2-2. The curveball is up and in. That's the 20th pitch thrown by Faziato. I'm guessing we've had close to 50 pitches thrown in this half inning. Not sure. I'm guessing that right now. I'll have to look it up. The stretch, maybe I'm a little exaggerated, but I know it's not too far the pitch, and that is down and away. That was the 21st thrown by Faziato. And the bases are loaded for Kyle Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock had an infield single in this frame. Let's see if we can come up with a total number of pitches thrown in this half inning. And the wind and pitch. Fastball is up and away, throw back to first, and back in standing is Matos Garcia. 1 ball and no strikes. Oh, we have to go to the bottom of the 7th regardless. That's pretty obvious. The pitch. Oh, that ball nearly hit him, and I think it got part of his jersey, and it did. Rosenbrock hit by a pitch. Scoring is Nico Guzman, hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. And it's now 13-5. And it looks like... And there's going to be another pitching change. We'll take it with them. With a score, Brush 13, Lamar 5 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, the 4th pitcher of the inning is Brandon Reed, replacing Kelby Faziato. The Bee Diggers have 7 across in the 7th. They lead Lamar 13-5. Only 1 out, believe it or not. The bases are loaded. The stretch of the pitch, and the breaking ball is grounded into left field for a base hit. One run is in, runner around third, and that is Montos Garcia. He will score as foul crosses home plate in front of him. And Mitch Dormolen has had a monster day now with 5 RBIs, and the Beatniggers now lead 15-5 with 9 runs in the 7th inning. Rosenbrock advances to second. And here's Ryan Hirschfeld. He had the biggest hit of this inning. That 2-run single went from 6-5 to 8-5. Stretched by the right-hander of the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Yeah, unofficially, that's 45 pitches in this half inning. 1 ball and no strikes. Hirschfeld is also struck out twice at a sac fly. He grounds at the third, and stepping on the bag is Cook. He'll throw to first. That's in time, and that's a 5-3 double play. And the inning is over. We'll recap the inning when we come back. The Beatniggers did score 9 runs. They did it on 5 hits. We'll recap it right now. No errors and 2 men left. Let's head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Brush 15, Lamar 5 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, after a 46-pitch top of the 7th inning, with 4 different pitchers used, the Beatniggers have a 15-5 lead over Lamar as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And Ryan Hirschfeld will look to go the distance. He's thrown 99 pitches so far, 64 for strikes, and 35 for balls. It'll be Kodiak Ratzlaff, Darren Cook, and Jake Specht to begin the 7th. Ratzlaff's actually had a very good day. Singled, popped out, and delivered a 2-run double. And that double got Lamar on the scoreboard in the 5th inning. Committed to serving those in production ag, Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. So, of course, we'll be beginning the 12:30 game, probably closer to 12:45 or against La Junta, the pitch, and the breaking ball is inside. Unless Lamar can put together a miraculous rally. The Beatniggers Lamar won by 10 a year ago, 13-3. Now Brush is up 15-5. The stretch and offering. Fastball is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Stretched by the junior, the pitch. That runs up and away. 3-0. He's beginning the inning the same way Jordan Jara did by not finding the strike zone. Hirschfeld has only walked 2 in the game. Pretty effective for the most part. The offering, and that's well outside. Well, that's actually his 4th walk issued to go along with 11 strikeouts. That'll bring up Darren Cook, who struck out twice and singled. He is 1 for 3. I don't know if Hirschfeld's going to worry about the runner at first. He really doesn't have to too much with a 10-run cushion to stretch. But he throws back to first. Ratzlaff back in diving. And maybe Hirschfeld's doing that just to get himself in rhythm. He looked a little relaxed with that first batter. The stretch and the offering. And the curveball is a strike. Bell tie, it's 0-1. To Darren Cook. Peterson gets the sign from the dugout. Looks in, the stretch, and the offering. Curveball is grounded right back to Hirschfeld. Goes to second for 1. Rosenbach to first. It's 2. 1, 6-3, and there's 2 down in the 7th inning. And here is Jake Specht, who has struck out, popped out, and singled. He's officially 1 for 3. Beatniggers have put a turned a couple of double plays today. One was a strike him out, throw him out, and then, of course, the conventional ground ball double play. Hirschfeld out of the windup, and the breaking ball is upstairs. He has operated out of the stretch today with the bases empty. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the wine and offering. Swung on, foul back. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the pitch, and the breaking ball is scooped up by Peterson. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Diggers had control of this game. Lost control, but then scored 9 in the 7th and lead 15-5. 2-1 pitch. Swag and a miss on a fastball right down the heart of the plate. It's 2-2. This will be the 110th pitch thrown by Hirschfeld. It might be the final one. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. And Specht awakes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play. Count stays at 2-2. Rush and LaHunta coming up next. As soon as the final out is recorded here from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. Hirschfeld gets the sign. And the 2-2. Outside with a fastball. He thought he had the game-ending strikeout. It's 3-2. 3-2 to Ryan. Check that, to Jake Specht from Ryan Hirschfeld. He gets the sign from Peterson. And the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball is low. It's a walk. Just what we need to extend the game a little bit more. That will allow Brent Crampton to hit. Struck out twice. He's also singled. Officially 1 for 3 in the game. We'll get to the Buildings by Design post-game show coming up momentarily as well. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the offering. Fastball outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Brush will win their 15th game by scoring 15 runs. Peterson setting up on the outside corner. And stepping off is Hirschfeld. No balls and 1 strike. With 2 down and 1 on. Brush 15, Lamar 5 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Off of first is Specht, the stretch and the pitch. Curveball is lifted in the infield behind the mound. Who's going to make the catch? It will be Rosenbrock, the shortstop. And the Brush Bee Diggers have eliminated Lamar, winning the game by a score of 15-5. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left in the 7th. We'll wrap it up after this on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers defeat the Lamar Savages 15-5 to eliminate Lamar from this 2013 3A state tournament. I'm John Beltran. Welcome to the Buildings by Design post-game show. Buildings by Design in Brush takes pride in their workmanship and quality of their relationships with clients. For a free bid, call Pat Walter, 842-5837. Building today's business, Buildings by Design. 15 runs for the Bee Diggers on 9 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base, 5 runs, 7 hits, 6 errors, 5 left on base. The winning pitcher going the distance was Ryan Hirschfeld. Jordan Jara takes the loss. Time of the game, 2 hours and 25 minutes. Bee Diggers jumped on Lamar in the first inning, taking advantage of a big error, but that's after Mitch Tormolin was able to hit a 2-run double to make it a 2-0 lead. It became 3-0 with a run in the 4th inning. That was aided by a couple of errors on one play as Tormolin was able to score a little bit later on in the frame. Then it was a 5-2 game after 5 innings as Kodiak Ratzlaff had a 2-run double for Lamar in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nico Guzman came back in the top of the 6th with a sacrifice fly. By the way, Ryan Hirschfeld had a sac fly to account for Brush's 4th run when it was 4-0 at that time. Lamar, though, rallied with 3 runs In the bottom of the sixth inning, all of a sudden it was a game, and it was 6-5. However, in the seventh, Lamar used 4 pitchers. The B-Diggers had 3 two-run singles, including one from winning pitcher Ryan Hirschfeld into right field to make it an 8-5 game. Another from Jesus Cardenas for a 10-5 lead. Then another from Nico Guzman to make it a 12-5 lead. In fact, they had a fourth one from Mitch Tormolen as he drove in 5 runs in the game, had 3 hits. Kyle Rosenbrock, in between a couple of those, was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, and that's how the B-Diggers played it to 9 runs in the 7th inning as they end Lamar's season, and the B-Diggers improved to 15-7 on the year, and they will take on the La Junta Tigers coming up momentarily in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit beyond that here from Butch Butler Field in Greeley. Right now, Ken Denver and Holy Family are still playing an elimination game from Jackson Field, also in Greeley as well. So the B-Diggers win the game by a score of 15-5. We'll take an extensive break, and then we will come back with the starting lineups in the next 15 to 20 minutes, maybe just before that, in terms of the first pitch for Brush against La Junta in another elimination game from Butch Butler Field in Greeley, all right here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.